You're back from Catalans now. Looking back on it, what are your thoughts of the performance on Saturday?
The match performance was a bit patchy, but very encouraging in some parts. We actually got some great feedback from the boys because they felt we were going to win the match when Richie Owens had that try disallowed by a video ref. That would have made it 18-14, and they were talking about winning, and they enjoyed that feeling. It's been a while since they've been at the 65th or nearly 70th minute mark and in the match.
Do you feel we were slightly unlucky with the result in the end?
Oh no, I think, to be fair, I think if Catalans had lost, they'd have maybe felt the same as we feel. So it was one of those games where there were a lot of chances created and both teams messed a few of those opportunities to score up, but the conditions were extremely hot. I know it's south of France and you expect it, but certainly the Aussie guys that I spoke to playing for Catalans after the game said they thought it was the hottest game they'd played in. So, our boys were pretty gutsy in the main. They brought it back from 12-0 back to 12-all, and disappointing to collapse in the last 10 minutes or so, but a lot of positives to take out of the game, that's for sure.
I mean, obviously a lot of the fans and just general spectators have said themselves that there were quite a lot of positives to take out. How do you feel the players responded to yourself then with training over the past 3 weeks?
Yeah, everybody's made me feel extremely welcome. The boys the players themselves and the staff, all of us, we're all working together. But I'm feeding off them as much as I hope they're feeding off me and the rest of the staff. We're in a good place at the moment, and we need to keep building and capitalising. We want to get ourselves into a much better position than we're in right now.
I mean, what the things that have changed quite recently that have been obvious in games, has it happened quicker than what you have expected?
Well, a bit of yes and a bit of no. I think it's in this occupation you've got to be positive. You really got to be positive. And so the expectation I have of myself is that I'll get the job done and I'll start getting results. And I think we're seeing the result is not on the scoreboard, but there are indicators there that we're building towards getting that good result. And I just feel like if we can keep doing that, we might gain some more momentum, and I think we'll have a bit more momentum in the next couple of days around here.
Did the trip to Catalans come at a good time for yourself then, to be able to gel with the players away from a lot of distractions here at Wakefield?
There's no distractions in Wakefield. It was very much like that. It's an opportunity to observe the guys more as people and as a unit of people. And I've told everyone I can, so might as well tell everybody down that camera lens. Those guys are just a pleasure to be around. They were not only well mannered and well behaved and all of that, but they were very professional. They did everything they possibly could to win that game, and in preparation for it, and then within the game. I couldn't have been prouder. I was happier in their company than I would have been at home by myself, that's for sure. They were entertaining as well. They're good guys.
So looking ahead to Hull on Wednesday, are there any fresh injury concerns? I mean, Danny Kerman didn't play last week.
We expect Danny back. We're hoping we have no injury concerns. We haven't seen the boys for a couple of days. They did such a great job in the preparation and the way our preparation's been. We decided to give them 2 days to fully recover because we've got 10 days off, and tomorrow we're back in for some hard work, double day of afternoon and morning sessions tomorrow, physical stuff. So we'll be cracking again with a bolstered squad with hopefully Danny will be on the mend and close to. We expect he'll play, but we're hoping for a couple of others to be very close as well.
In terms of Stuart Howard's wrist injury, do we know any more about that?
No, again, tomorrow will be a sort of an important day to see whether his improvement has continued. So we'll monitor that.
You mentioned we have got a 10-day turnaround and Hull only having 5. Does this have any benefit to us, or do you just go into the game the same as you would any other?
Yeah, well, we can't do anything about Hull's preparation. If we did do anything about it, they'd probably lock us up because it'd be nasty. But our preparation is what we can control. And that 10-day break after the trip down to France and back again takes a lot out of guys, and playing in the heat, and that on its own takes a lot out. So this is a real bonus for us, a real opportunity to get some work done after a good recovery, and then be ready for a huge performance here at home.
What are your thoughts on us facing them again 4 days later at Hull?
Yeah, I understand how it came about, but it's not ideal for either club.
Mm. You mentioned last week that your son Keegan was visiting. Will he be speaking to players on fitness?
Yeah. He's spent today with all of our staff, and spent some time with our under-19s and under-16s as well today. So tomorrow's more about working with the players, and then a little again on Thursday morning. So he's got some powerful messages, and he's had some great experiences himself, and he's got some different ideas about player health, or all of us, about our health and how we can achieve great things in our lives by discipline and awareness.
Did you ask him anything particularly that you want him to address, or are you just leaving it up to him?
No. We speak reasonably regularly, so he knows. We've never actually worked together. I've worked with my other son, Rowan, at Newcastle and at the Roosters, but Keegan and I have never been in the same place to be able to work together. So this was a lovely little window for a father to enjoy his son.